From the field to the studio to your ears. Welcome back. Am I loud enough? Welcome back.
Uh-oh.
The 816 hour. We got a full house today, guys. We got me. Hi, hello. We got Bryson. And we got Keegan. Yeah. Woo. Team. How are you guys? How are you guys today? Nobody jump in and go first, but how are you guys?
I'm good. I'm so
good.
much better now that you talk, Carter.
Good. Ready to sit down, talk some baseball. Haven't been able to sit down with all three of us in a minute, it feels like.
It's been a while.
So it'll be good to sit down, talk some wild card baseball.
Yeah, I mean, you said it when we were talking wild card preview, wild card breakdown. I don't entirely know what we're calling this. It's a recurrent theme here, but here we are. We're doing the American League wild card. You just want to jump right into it. What series you guys want to start on?
We start with Blue Jays Mariners.
Why would you start with the most exciting series out of the two? Why would you do that first?
The most exciting. They got swept.
This guy.
Both teams got swept. What are you talking about?
Hey, there was a game 3.
For who?
The Padres and Mets played last night for game 3.
We're doing
about the
AL,
American
Keegan.
League.
We're doing AL, buddy.
I was just talking in general.
Guardians Rays.
All right, start with that.
Tampa
Rays had no
Cleveland.
bats. No offense that series.
That's a weird one. It was a weird one.
What? This series was exactly what I thought it was going to be. It was pitching, and that was it. Two of the best rotations and
pitching
bullpens.
and defense, and it showed. It
was awesome.
showed.
It was great.
15-inning game.
Mm-hmm.
Game 2 went 15 innings, and ended on a walk-off
for
the
one
rookie
run.
outfielder.
You know his walk-up song is the SpongeBob theme song?
Yeah.
Is it? I thought they were just playing that to play it.
Yeah, that's his theme
No,
song.
That's his
walk-up
walk-up song.
That's awesome. But coming into this, Guardians had a 4-2 regular season advantage over the Rays.
Solid.
But I don't think anybody really expected these two teams to match up in the playoffs, especially not the Guardians making the playoffs.
Oh, I don't know about that. The AL Central is so bad.
Yeah, but it was supposed to be like the White Sox or the Twins.
Well, you're not
Guardians
wrong.
really came out of nowhere.
We all knew that the Guardian, what they are, they're a very scrappy, offensive team. And pitching wise, they're just going to blow everyone in the AL Central out of the water, usually. And I mean, that's just kind of how the series was. Shane Bieber, he was absolute nails in game 1. Tristan Mckenzie, he came out in game 2. They only gave up 5 hits between the two starters. The pitching, I don't know how the Guardians continue to find and develop pitching, but it seems like every year there's a new young kid on the mound, and he's the next Corey Kluber when he was in Cleveland. So it's wild. I wish Kansas City could do something like that.
Yeah.
Me too.
That'd be nice.
Game 1, they only
fun to watch.
Dude's a beast.
So fun. What are you saying, Carter?
Game 1, the only runs that scored came off home runs for both teams. But other than that, I think that's all it had for game 1.
That's all you had? Is that what you said?
Yeah, for game 1. Did we lose Bryson?
No, I'm sitting right here. I'm chilling.
All right, I gotta.
Mariners, Blue Jays?
Wait, what are we doing? Are we done?
My screen.
J-Ram, we're talking J-Ram. He's a top 5 player in baseball after this series. Defensively, that play he made in the top of the 12th to save a run, absolutely wild. The Guardians remind me of the 2014 Royals a lot. They're very scrappy. Stephen Kwan and Miles Straw, both of them are just base knock machines. Then you got guys coming up like J-Ram to knock them all in. I don't think they really, against the Yankees, do you guys think they have a chance at all?
Yes.
Not a chance.
Pitching. They have the
Not
pitching.
A chance.
Nah, you're lying.
Not a chance.
Not a chance. You're telling me they have no chance.
They're getting swept.
Ooh.
I'll bet you $60 they don't get swept.
Well, that's very favorable for you.
They have the pitching.
I don't know if they're getting swept, but they're not matching up with the Yankees, I don't think.
I don't think they're going to win the series, but I don't think they're getting swept.
Well, they might take a game, but I mean, it might be a gentleman's sweep.
A game or two.
It might be. They might get him with a gentleman's sweep.
Fair enough.
Who is your guys' player of the series for the Guardians Rays?
I had Tristan Mckenzie. That six inning pitch, 8 strikeout, 2 walk.
Two hit.
It's hard to pick an offensive like a position player because there wasn't much.
There wasn't
much production from either side.
Yeah, I also had Tristan Mckenzie. He's only 25 years old. He's not the ace of this rotation because Shane Bieber is there, but I think that he's a great number 2 for the Guardians last season in the postseason. He only pitched 1.2 innings against the Yankees, and he gave up 2 runs in that outing. So it was good to see him kind of get a good outing under his belt in the postseason. So, T-Mac.
Yeah, their whole pitching staff was lights out that series. Tristan McKenzie, baller, Bieber, stud. I pitching against the Yankees in New York isn't a favorable matchup, but I don't know. I'm kind of rooting for the Guardians a little bit, so maybe I'm a little biased.
You got a player of the game, player of the series.
Well, you guys just took the 2 only important players of that series.
We only picked one player, but
Shane Bieber then.
Blue Jays Mariners. What a guy. That Mariners team, they're fun to watch. Julio Rodriguez.
Mm-hmm.
They absolutely roughed up Alek Manoah in that first inning of game 1.
Mm-hmm.
Luis Castillo absolutely nails. He looked amazing. Kind of like the ace that the Mariners haven't had in a while. It kind of seems like he looked like that all-star form we saw him in Cincinnati. I enjoy this Mariners team a lot. They're a lot of fun.
The Mariners are the team that reminds me of the 2014-2015 Royals.
See, I don't agree with
on the drought.
Huh.
On the drought, has the comeback win. I mean, such a young, just so fun to watch.
I'm talking in the aspect of the pitching and the hitting, the small ball hitting and relying on pitching is why the Guardians would get it over the Mariners for me. But I see what you're saying.
No, yeah, I got you. The Guardians are scrappy, just like the Royals were, they go get that one run that'll win you the game, bunting guys across, playing that small ball like you mentioned. I got you. No, the Mariners down 8-1, and you come back and win in Toronto. Insane.
Game 2, Robbie Ray got roughed up by Teoscar Hernandez. Gave up 2 home runs to Hernandez alone.
Mm-hmm.
There was a ton of offense in that game. It made up for the lack of offense in the Rays Guardians series. And there were 25 hits and 19 runs in that one game.
Golly.
Should
they have taken Gosman out? They take him out too early? Anyone?
Maybe.
5.2 innings pitched. He comes up, bases loaded, 95 pitches. Carlos Santana coming to the plate. Santana was 1 for 2 up to that point. It was an 8-1 game. Could have left him in, finished the inning. Reliever comes in, bounces that first pitch. Runner comes around. They score 1. Santana then hits the 3-run. Momentum's back on Seattle's side. Yes, in hindsight, it's easy to be like, oh, you should have easily left Gosman. He's only at 95 pitches. You still could have got the 1 out. But, if he would have given up a grand slam, you'd have been like, oh, you should have taken Gosman out. So, just curious what you two thought in that situation, what you're doing.
They should have pulled him. I agree.
I would have
pulling him there.
What?
95 pitches. You
That's
loaded the bases up. I think you probably done at that point.
Sandy, I'm doing the Sandy Alcantara, and you're getting back in that dugout, and I'm finishing this inning. There's no way I'm letting someone else come in and try to clean up what I just gave up. But I respect it.
Yeah.
I really thought Robbie Ray was going to come in and just absolutely mow down the Blue Jays. I thought he was going to end their season. I thought he was going to just light out, just torching everyone. Won the Cy Young in Toronto last year. Then they didn't give him the big contract. So I really thought he was going to have revenge tour written, circled around this game. But like you said, Teoscar Hernandez had other news. He said, "Come here, boy. We're two." I love it. I love it.
Yeah, and through the first 5 innings, the Jays outscored the Mariners 8-1.
Mm.
And then it
That's
just
great.
completely flipped for the second half of the game. It was 9-1
Yeah,
in favor of the Mariners in the second half.
once that Santana home run and then Bo and Springer, they collided in center. Springer had to be carted off. The Mariners just continued to battle. They took extra bases. When Carlos hit that 3-run, I think the energy just completely shifted. Everything was taken out of the Blue Jays sail and just pushed right back into the Mariners. It brings me to my last question about this team. Were the Blue Jays, did they have a disappointing season, would you guys say?
I'd say.
I don't think so.
What is Carter? They were our number 1 team. They blew past everyone in 30-team breakdown. How is this not?
They were supposed to. I think they performed to a good level. I think they underperformed to the level that we put them at. But
they couldn't take a game in this series.
It happens.
I think it's a disappointing season. I thought the Jays were going to just walk over everyone this year. I think both of you guys maybe as well, especially a 30-team breakdown. They were our number 1 team. And then, they don't win their division. Obviously, the Yankees have their
Yankees had a historical first half.
Exactly. I understand that. But at least give me a win in the postseason. You're letting the Mariners come back when you're up 8-1. I don't know.
It's a disappointing season. There for sure.
Injury prone.
So
I don't think it was a disappointing season. I don't think they didn't perform to everybody's expectations of them to come out there and win the division, but I don't think it was a disappointing season. They made the playoffs. It's better than the
My
Royals.
expectations for them are to win a playoff game.
Expectations for the Blue Jays and the Royals are completely different. The Royals' expectation is to hopefully finish around 500, just in that vicinity. I don't know.
The Blue Jays could have easily taken the playoff series, and they didn't. That's disappointing.
The Blue Jays, if you would have told me, like, I woke up from a coma at the beginning of the year, at the end of this year, and you told me the Blue Jays won the World Series, I wouldn't have. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So for them not to at least take a game in this playoffs, I would consider that.
That's extremely disappointing.
I don't know. I just feel like the Mariners, where the Blue Jays were at last year, being that team that's full of young guys that's got a whole lot of potential, and they're developing into that.
So
what they could be.
With that statement, do you know who the coach of the Blue Jays is? Because he needs to be under the hot seat if that's the case. Because if you got guys like Bo, Vlad, Danny or Alejandro Kirk, he's now behind the plate, and Springer. And if the Mariners are able to develop their guys a little bit quicker than you are, in the AL East, you got to be cutthroat in that division. You can't waste this time with Vladdy and not his prime, but these developmental years with these young guys until they get under contract, and then you don't have them all.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But do the Mariners have a chance against the Astros?
Yes.
Yeah.
Carter, that is so surprising that the Guardians don't have a chance against the Yankees, but the Mariners have a chance against the Astros.
The Mariners are a far better team than the Guardians are.
But are the Astros that much worse of a team than the Yankees are?
The Astros are a better team than the Yankees.
That's still that proves my point more, but that's fine.
I don't think the Astros are a better team than the Yankees.
Ooh.
That just might be my bias towards the Astros, but
I think the Astros might be the most complete team in baseball. I think them in LA. I don't know if the Mariners have a chance. I think the Astros are just so solid.
If they play their best, they could easily just go out there and sweep them. But I'm hopping on the Mariners bandwagon all postseason, so I believe, but I don't know if they can take the series. Like Robbie Ray, like you said, he got shaken up. You know, you got to go out there and you got to get quality starts against Houston.
Mhm. Who's a player of the series for you guys?
My player of the series was Cal Raleigh, the Mariners catcher. 4 for 8, 3 RBIs, 4 runs, and 2 walks in those 2 games. So, Cal Raleigh.
I had Carlos Santana, 2 for 8 in the series. Those he had 3 RBIs, and all those came on that 3-run shot in game 2. I really just thought, like I talked about, that momentum shift from that Santana home run. It kind of just seemed like it was the perfect storm for the Mariners. And once that happened, the floodgates just opened. It was fun to watch.
Yeah. I also had Cal, the big dumper. How can you not like him? Hits the walk-off homer to clinch the playoffs. First walk-off homer to ever clinch a postseason spot, actually. And then obviously the series, you know, he's part of that. Just never give up, you know. They just keep the line moving, like we talked about with that former Royals team. You know, they just keep it going. He's part of that. I mean, just for the whole dugout to be down 8-1 and to know, you know, like this is the playoffs. Like we can get back in this and to keep believing is the reason why I think they can beat Houston.
Respect that. All you need is that mindset. You catch a little bit of heat, and I mean, you're rolling.
Yeah.
Just look at that 2014 Royals team. They didn't lose a game until the World Series.
Yeah, I did not expect that.
Wild to think about.
That is crazy.
Well, boys, we got anything else on the AL Wild Card?
I think so.
No.
No?
I'm excited.
It'll be a great
playoffs are here. Football's here. Baseball's here.
Yes, sir.
All sports are here. It's that time of year.
It's a great time. Yeah. Great time. If you guys haven't yet, check out all of the socials, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Big Cartel / the A16 Hour. Got to get your merch. Who knows? Maybe some merch coming in soon. If you guys haven't yet, check out the YouTube, subscribe, turn on the bell, rate 5 stars, Spotify, Apple Podcast. Did I miss anything, guys? And we're everywhere now. It seems like.
Yeah, wherever you listen to podcasts or watch YouTube videos. I don't know if YouTube videos can be somewhere else than YouTube.
I was curious who's watching YouTube videos off of YouTube, but
I don't know. Maybe they got clipped on Instagram or something.
I love it. But hey, Spooktober is upon us.
Spooktober. Best time of the year.
Yes, sir. If you guys, Benny, he's chilling back here, waiting for another lock of the week. I don't know if he got his right or not. I don't think he did this week. We'll have to check. But boys, we got anything else?
No, we out.
No.
We out?
We're out.
Peace.